I've been policing almost 12 years. I've been here with the city of Dadeville since December of 24.
I have been a police officer for approximately 9 years, and I have been with Dadeville for about 6-7 months. That particular day was the opening of Home Plate, the restaurant down here on East South Street, and we had been invited by the owner to come and have breakfast with them. So we were there, enjoyed our breakfast with them. I had gotten into my patrol vehicle to leave that morning and come up here to the office, grab some updated paperwork. And as I left the Home Plate and arrived here, it's, what do you say, less than a block, maybe a block.
Yeah, maybe.
And as I exited my patrol vehicle, that's when I heard the shots come out. They were close enough that I could hear them being fired, and I'm just trying to figure out a direction in which they were coming from. Didn't know if it was a random shooting, if somebody was trying to take a shot at us. My partner here was still at Home Plate at the time. I had then just gotten back inside my vehicle, getting ready for the call to come out, and that is when Officer Sosby here come over the radio, said he was out with a male that had been shot. And I knew his location still to be at Home Plate, and that is where I proceeded to head back to.
Just finished eating breakfast and everything. I was in my patrol car getting ready to go start running traffic and patrol the neighborhoods and everything, getting all my stuff set up. And I looked coming from the rear of my patrol vehicle was an individual that had been shot. And reverted back to my training. He said, "Hey, I've been shot," and it was pretty obvious. Looking for where and what extremities. Started just trying to stop the bleeding. Stuff out on the radio, like he said, he had heard the shots. I got on the radio. He was able to come to my location and take life-saving matters between the two of us while we're waiting on EMS to get there. I believe it was approximately 3 times. It was one in his arm, that was the most life-threatening. I believe 2 in the chest. Sat there and I saw the pretty bad gunshot wound to his arm, and as he was taking his shirt off, trying to see wherever he was shot, and everything was just kind of pouring out, and I knew it, my finger and his shirt were plugging bullet holes.
Once I had arrived, I observed my partner to, again, have his fingers inside the bullet wounds in the arm, trying to stop the bleeding. That's apparently when he took a round inside the arm, it had hit an artery. Upon observing the amount of the blood loss that had already occurred, I knew that we needed to get a tourniquet on the arm. You gotta apply the tourniquet a little bit above the wound. So while he was stopping the bleeding with his fingers inside, I went ahead and applied the tourniquet above the wound, got it cranked down so we could stop the bleeding. And that made the ability of my partner to move his hand so we could observe if there was any more blood loss. Did he need a second tourniquet? And he did not at the time.
That's the tourniquet. It's pretty simple. It's what's gonna save most people's life in the event of them starting to lose blood and everything. Opens up, come through, place it on wherever you need to, get it as tight as you can, and then you're cranking down on that to stop the blood flow or the blood loss.
The stick on is what we call the Windsor, and the more you turn it, the tighter the device gets, cutting off the blood flow to whatever extremity is bleeding out. We felt pretty confident that the shooter was no longer in the area due to the fact that the victim ran to my partner's location. He was not being chased by anybody. Our first priority was just get the blood stopped. That way he would not bleed out on scene. It's really a situation that we train for through our training or through our careers. They teach us kind of first aid at the academy, and then every year we have to take classes to keep that certification. So every year we go through a first aid training and prepare for situations like this. You hope that it never happens, but when it does, like it did this day, the training kicked right in.
That's all it was. Both of our years of experience in law enforcement, countless hours of those types of training, along with what I've done with the guard and what he did whenever he was active with the Army. So
we chose this line of work because we want to help our community, whether it is medical first aid like this day was, or just simply being there when someone needs us. It's not always just catch the bad guy, put them in jail. One day we're counselors. One day we're first on the scene of a medical call, and then you do your best at what you know how to do. This career has taught me a lot. Brings out and teaching you patience with dealing with diversity and every type of person you come across. Everybody's situation and walk of life is different. This is definitely a career that will show you that.
Like you said, being able there to help the community, help other people, because what may seem minor to us, or it's a slight inconvenience, to that person that called and needed our assistance, that's the biggest thing they got going on right then. And whenever they see us, they're wanting help. So whatever we can do to try and to ease that for them, like I said, whether it may be the smallest thing in the world that we wouldn't even bat an eye at, we try and make people, hey, we're being taken care of. If I needed help, someone was there for us. And this job is really what you make it. If you want to go out and do certain things and be proficient in one area and then work on the other parts, there's always something different. It just kind of keeps you well balanced.
I gotta touch on that. He dedicated his life in the National Guard and continues to serve, being in that service as well as a police officer. I went in the military at 20 years old, and when I got out, I decided that I want to continue my service. That's what drives me, is to be there when someone needs me the most.